Hey air signs, it's Jen with Lady Tarot 911. How are you guys doing? I am back for the last section of my my little 4-group check-in for the energy that'll be happening with Saturn this next 2 weeks. Saturn returns March 7th, and it is returning from a 28-29 year cycle, karmic cycle. So it's a big deal. And that same day, March 7th, Virgo, or this, the moon is in Virgo. So there's going to be a lot of energy happening as we lead up to that. And then obviously when Saturn returns, so Saturn returning is bringing us the gift of being very strict, making us do some introspection and self-reflection. So not only on ourselves, but those around us as well. So what and there's a lot more astrology. I mean, that just kind of touches on it. But if you want to know some more about it, you can go to the intro video that I attached to the fire signs as they were the first group that I did. And I explain it a little better in there. But it is a big deal. I suggest looking it up. I always suggest reads be based off of the planetary alignments and the transits and the energy shifts, because that does control human behavior. And that is why you'll find not only a link between readers, but reads, zodiac signs, that there's going to be a lot of similarities because we're all kind of pulling off the same energy. The only difference is where planets are aligned are different for certain people. And then there's timelines. I hesitate saying timelines, because it's not really linear. It's very fluid. So things can be happening all over the place. That's what our intuition is doing. And I have another video about that as well, how intuition connects up to like how it works, the subconscious and the conscious and what's out there, what you've created already, and then hooking up with that, linking up with that for answers, which then becomes your intuition. And anyways, there is a couple of videos out there, I think, that I did on that. So if you're interested, you can go scroll through my library. I will go ahead and get started. So this is just going to be a peek, like a fly on the wall, at your person and how they will be going through this next couple weeks. Or this could be about you. Take it however it resonates for you. And so this will be for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Did I say Libra? Yes. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, so let's get going on your read and find out what will be happening for you. Okay. Big Mama Week coming up this week, and then just March is a resolve month, so it's pretty much taking January and February energy, which hopefully if you haven't already, you can start to feel the energy shifts. You can probably guarantee that when somebody's in a crabby mood around you, they're being affected by the energy in a different way. But literally, I've woken up and I'm like, there's days that I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be one of those days that I'm affected by the energy because I'm super grumpy already. But yes, it very much controls human behavior and how people act and how they communicate and everything that's going on within our 3D world. So it's important. But all right, here we go. What do you have for the Okay. Okay, underneath the strength. Your person or you could be a Leo dealing with a relationship and needing the strength to get through these 2 weeks. We're going to find out why. This situation could resolve in 8 days, could come to a head in 8 days. This could have started, whatever the situation is going to be, in August during Lionsgate. This is about moving forward. The Strength card is about moving forward, but not as fast as like the Chariot. Strength, just, you know, pushing forward, being powerful, like the Lion, and having that strength to get through some challenging situations. Let's see what's crossing that. Actually, we're going to do... Okay, so 5 of Wands. There's... Aries got this card as well. Not in the main body, the foundation of it, but actually in the spread. Conflict, competition. This could have also started in May. So between 5 to 8 days, there's going to be some resolve. This could be about a relationship and a lot of competition, dating many people. This could be about children, because it's like a jungle gym of, you know, kids climbing all over. You could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sag because of the fire placement on here. This has been a very challenging, exhausting situation that you've been dealing with. I think it's about action needing to be taken, or that has been taken in regards to conflict, competition. This could be competition in a job, in business. We'll know more once we pull if we pull Pentacles. But this is a lot of action being taken, or having the strength to take action this next couple weeks. Or that competition might, or conflict might slow you down. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do a 9-card spread. And I'm sorry that you can't really see you'll see the bottom ones. All right. The way that this setup works for me is that I have the past, present, future, and I have you, your connection, and your person. If it's a love relationship, I have protection on 4 corners, or what's, you know, Spirit's guidance, or basically how to take advantage of the energy and use it to the best of your ability, and how they can as well. The center is like a timing card. However, we just had kind of a timing card, as I was led to tell you that between the 5 to 8 days, or this could have started in May or August of last year, this situation, or this could be resolving in May or August of this year. 5 and 8 could be significant to you. You could be 58. That just kind of hit me. There is what is happening in the center, kind of in a cross motion. And then the X's are kind of what to avoid. When it comes, sorry, I'm kind of sitting crooked here. Maybe what you can avoid in this situation. or what your person can. Okay, so center, let's look at the center. So a new path that that has been offered, has been decided upon taking. As you can see, she's throwing that, can you see that? Sorry. She's throwing that baton almost to say, that's it. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. I am taking a leap of faith. I have new information and new motivation to move forward and take the necessary steps to take some action that I've been needing to take for a while, is what I'm getting off this card. And the yellow is about happiness and joy. And for some reason, I connect yellow with the strength card, with the Leo, the Leo the lion, the strength card, which is the lion, usually in the regular tarot deck. And I don't know why though, but so I think this is taking a lot of strength, gathering of strength to be able to take this leap. This is in the current, so your person could be deciding currently that this is the direction or action that they want to take, is to take this leap of faith, whatever it is. We'll clarify that in just a minute. In the past, it appears you have the Four of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Cups. There was a lot of resistance to something. There's the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, there's the yellow, right? So this is enlightenment, and again, this is bravery, courage that's building with new perspectives, enlightenment, being enlightened to a new way of looking at something. It is in the middle, which is right there with the Page of Wands. So I think that maybe there was a new perspective on something or somebody, and that has your person snapping out of this position that they've been in, being released from that position. That could be, they could be stuck geographically where they're at. They could be stuck emotionally. Cups. So this is emotion. Stuck not accepting something that somebody has offered them. Not, just a real apathetic take on whatever the offer was. Stubborn. Indeed. Walking towards something different, wanting something different, maybe being unhappy and walking towards, there's the sun, walking towards something that is enlightening and is fulfilling. Whether needing to do so, but stuck emotionally where they weren't able to before. So more cups. So this is a lot about relationship. As you can see on the strength card, she is wearing a heart necklace. So that's where I got it from when I first showed you the cards, or the strength card. But there will be communication coming. It will, with a Page of Wands and a Page of Cups, it might be brief. It might be in page form. It might be something maybe not as big as you're hoping for or expecting. But there's a lot of blue. Did I show you these? I'm sorry. So communication, forward movement, actions being taken. They're wands. There's a lot of wands and a lot of cups. So taking action in love currently is where your person is at. Just blue, that's what I was trying to say before I got off track, sorry. The blue is throat chakra. So there might be a lot of messages, but short, sweet, to the point, maybe not as mature, not as, grandiose as maybe you expect or hope for. Maybe a little off reality. His head's in the clouds here. Just kind of wish fulfillment or fantasy dreaming, which we're in Pisces and Pisces season. And so this is normal, this dreamy fantasy type of vibe or space that we're in. Which you should be daydreaming right now. The energy is very conducive to manifesting from your daydreams. Just as simple as that. All you have to do is daydream. And in this energy, over the next few weeks, there's going to be the availability to use that energy to manifest almost instantly. Just, bringing about getting your manifestation out there, it being, granted, if it's for the greater good, and then you'll start to see that roll in, over a time period, but the manifestation will be, granted. Again, if it's for the greater good. Now, if you're trying to manifest $1 million, yes, maybe you'd have to prove how that how that benefits everybody except for you and your new Ferrari or whatever. Okay, so in the future we have more cups, 7 cups. Jeez, well, how many cups do we have here? We have 15 and 8, 23, 27, and a page. 27 cups. That's a lot of emotion and love and speaking, talking, blue. So coming up, there's going to be indecision, juggling, options, choices, trying to figure out which direction to go. And this, I think there's going to be a real hasty movement forward, maybe not really even caring about juggling or all the choices, just kind of, I say indecision because that's kind of where this is at, and juggling between the indecision or making the choice that, your person making a choice, and they're kind of bouncing back, swinging back and forth between, oh, look at what that does. I forget that does that. The coloring is just crazy. But swinging back and forth between kind of indecision, making sure that they're making the right decision, and just going for it quickly. Like they're struggling within themselves of, do I go? Do I stay? Do I just go and jump in because I know for sure, or do I need to rethink it? So it's like they're just kind of conflicted a little bit on which way, should I go? Should I stay? Should I make this choice? Here's a tip. If it takes you this long to make a decision, you're trying to make that with your brain, and your brain doesn't want you to make a decision. I have more videos about that too. Your brain's going to keep you stuck. Your brain doesn't want you to go anywhere or do anything. So my advice is to learn how to identify your intuition and just go with what hits you. And I know that there are some bigger decisions that need to be made, but you're going to be better off going off of these intuitive hits that if you start really listening to your intuition, you'll recognize them and you'll have actually better success than spending days and months and years in indecision trying to decide on something. So anyways, just a little tip from Jenn. Okay, so Page of Wands. What is this Page of Wands? What's going on here? What's this communication about? What's this new path that this has? I noticed, this is the first time that I've noticed this. So he's not alone. That bird, which the crows in a bunch of the other cards is gossip, thoughts, people talking in one's ear. Yeah, and I just never noticed that. This crow is going with him. This bird is going with him. Maybe he's not alone in his travels. Also, your person, he or she, could be, being guided by their ancestors, and or spirit just really trying to show them, trying to get them on the right path. If they're taking, that action. My deck is upside down. Darn it. Okay. So a proposal, maybe. I guess it could, since we're talking about cups, relationships, could be a wedding proposal. It could be, or a marriage proposal. Sorry, I didn't show you this card. Did I? Proposal. Leaving a proposal, leaving a commitment, leaving maybe an obligation. So going within, and that is a lot of this balancing, this Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, indecision, choice. Which way do I, which one do I choose in this? In this card, I think that you can look at this two different ways. At first, it's like, okay, well, there's one that's different than the rest, right? So why wouldn't he choose the red one? Just because it's different, and that's obviously trying to stand out, saying, hey, here's your choice, here's the correct choice. If you saw something that's kind of like our intuition, and those immediate hits are, if something's different, or if something is, louder than, and I'm not talking volume necessarily, I'm just talking about presence being louder. Usually we, identify that fairly quickly once we see it. And it stands out. And so why wouldn't he be choosing that red one? But then as I look at this card in particular, there is a snake that is coming from that choice, which leads me to believe, and what I get from that is devil energy or darker energy is actually disguised as being sweet, or being sly or cunning or angelic. It's not, it doesn't usually come across, and it does this so that it can confuse people into choosing it, right? Because most people want something that's positive or makes them feel good. And so the devil in disguise it disguises itself by being something that looks angelic, where then angelic energy, or like light, positive energy that raises vibration, is just badass and can kick some booty, and can be ruthless because it's fighting off that dark energy, that devilish energy. So I think that in that card in particular, it's maybe a good thing that it's taking a little bit longer for your person to identify at least who is good in their life, who is the snake, who, what options might be positive and productive, and the one that definitely to stay away from. So it's all in perspective. And I think that that's what your person or you are in the next couple weeks figuring out in this energy, is looking at things just like the Hanged Man, looking at things from a different perspective, holding, making wiser choices than just jumping for the red one. Paying attention to the fact that the red one is where the snake lives, knowing where your devils are, knowing where that dark energy is, knowing where your snakes are who are trying to, snag you into something, speaking of, into, proposals or commitments or obligations. And the decision that your person is trying to make, or you are trying to make, is and see, these two cards, when I lay them on the table, are like this. So do I need to leave, and how quickly should I get out of this situation? They're both on paths. So I would venture out and just say, you know what, it looks like they're on their right path by leaving. But that's just from the cards. Everybody needs to do what they are guided to do and not base it off of tarot reads. This is just to give you some insight of what the energy is allowing and, what it's good for. But it does take inner, strength to go within, heal old wounds, self-doubt, and becoming very aware of who you are and what you want in your life. And it looks as if your person is doing that, maybe introspection with Saturn, like I mentioned, with Saturn returning. Of course they are, or they're going to be forced to, I guess. And this will bring them, or they are wanting a fresh start, moving forward. So new beginning. And maybe there is an offer out there. Well, this is actually saying like leaving an offer. So this could be leaving one of these certain cups, one of these certain offers, a proposal for a fresh start, or they're considering whether they're going to stay or leave, or take or refuse. They were refusing it in the past with the Four of Cups, whatever this proposal or this offer was. It does look like it's still on the table, because currently the proposal lies in my spread currently. It's just past inner child, past life, or just in the past work that needed to be done to allow the acceptance of this proposal and being able to move forward on a fresh path, for a fresh new beginning and start. And this new beginning or start, if this is an option that they take, will absolutely help them grow. As you can see, they're holding that plant that's been growing. And by the way, I always say this when this card comes up, your person, or you could be named K, or there could be a letter K in initials. But I think that's funny that they wrote that name on there. I mean, I know that it stands for K Jewelers, but Yeah, so that's what it looks like. Oh, let me do an outcome or a potential final outcome for you of maybe what your person might be doing or might choose, or you might find within this energy as a good option. Let's see. Okay, so I was shuffling when the camera went off, but what I got for the outcome or potential final outcome. So this one flew out and it says, the Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. But then on the bottom, it says coffee cup, which is meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So it's almost like a beginning and ending type card, or ending and beginning type of outcome cards. This, remember to keep, don't get freaked out about, a relationship being over necessarily. Maybe the way that a relationship exists might be over or changing, or a relationship within yourself and how you handle things, how you address things, how you are with people, or your family or business partners. Any of that could apply when it says the relationship is over. It's just, this is so matter of fact that I just want to make sure that to listen to your intuition and your own situation of whatever relationship that is. And it could be some type of business relationship that is, you guys are going, separate ways, or, going on to something different, or traveling somewhere to, he's got a motorbike or motorbike. Do I live in the UK? Motorcycle that, he could be traveling somewhere. He could be going off. She could be going off. And the relationship, business relationship as it was, is changing. Or it could be, a love relationship or partnership. But it looks like no matter what, this direction, going in this direction, if this is the decision that's made to stay on this path, that there is going to be growth, and it is going to be something that's going to be productive, either for your person or for you. And it looks to be something that will be fulfilling. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, there will be some clarity for you or your person, and they can, in this next 5 to 8 days, there will be some movement and decisions. I mean, there's a lot to say for finally deciding to do something. It sure takes off, a lot of stress and I guess, waiting is hard for me, so I can understand waiting for you is hard as well, I'm sure. So it's always hard to wait for answers, not sure which direction to go in, not sure of for sure's in the future. But that's exactly what we don't want to do, because we end up creating expectations that don't get fulfilled, or the timing's off, and so then we get negative about it, and then it feeds our negativity feeds negativity. So there's just so many cons of trying to control the outcome of things. Just let go and let the energy flow and stay neutral about anything and everything. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, great. If I get there, great. If I don't, great. Try and get yourself into the, that energy. Dream big so you can put your manifestations out there. But as far as the actual energy, 3D, don't resist it. Flow with it like a river, right? Like you were floating on a river. Just go with it. And you might be pleasantly surprised, honestly. I know I have been when I have chosen to kind of try that out. I tend to we all do as humans, try to control more than we should. Anyways, okay, there's my little lecture for you. You're welcome. I thank you for being here to listen to me ramble on. If you liked my video, would you push the thumbs up? And if you aren't a subscriber and just found me, I'd love to have you as part of my soul family. My soul family is very special to me, and I'm here to serve them and you. And yeah, thank you guys. You guys have a good next couple weeks, and I hope that this helped give you some idea of kind of what's going to be taking place in this energy, or at least the possibility of such. So you guys have a great next couple weeks, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.